one of the things I wanted to ask you as well, did you see there was something that was put out when would it have been? Probably about a month ago. Maybe a month and a half ago. And like someone put out this presentation almost, I saw it on Twitter, of DMDU and everything they've sort of their start, and like they started out being this ultra progressive organization.
Yeah, it was Rebel did it.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's very involved in Melbourne wrestling.
Right.
Dedicated.
I'm not saying I don't know Rebel.
No.
I'm saying
No, but for the people at home that don't know, she's like very dedicated to working behind the scenes. Done a lot of work over a lot of years to help like Melbourne wrestling get to where it is today. She's a great person, a lovely person.
And so she put she's the one who put this together, and it kind of was like it was really well done. It was very well.
Because she took a couple of weeks to do it because she kept asking. She would keep messaging us and ask us about certain things because, like I've been sort of on top of that sort of thing from day one because I sort of I smelled a rat. I smelled something. Not I smelled a rat.
It didn't seem right.
My spidey sense tingled.
Yeah. And look, for the most part, like I feel like seeing the sort of stuff. Like I spoke to a fan here in Australia, here in Australia, here in Sydney, and this would have been maybe July, I want to say. And I spoke to this fan, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I bought a T-shirt from DMDU a year ago, and they haven't sent it to me yet." And I'm like, I was like, "What are they saying?" "Oh, they keep saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming." And I'm like, I don't want to be a dick, but
Christmas,
you got scammed, bro. Like I you know what I mean? But like this fan wasn't really, you know what I mean? Like it was, I was trying to be delicate with this fan, if you know what I mean, because of the of the person. But like I was saying, I think you may want to sort of follow him up a little bit harsher on this and maybe press a little bit more. And he's like, "Oh no, people." And then a week later, going to a DMDU show wearing a jumper, and I'm just like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I mean? Like, it was like,
and I think that's the thing that frustrated me or frustrates me more than anything else is that when they kept doing this stuff to all these people still kept supporting them. It's like having a bad boyfriend, and they still keep going back to them. I know he cheats, and I know he's doing me wrong, but I love him. Like,
he's
treating you wrong.
Person.
Yeah, you don't know him like I know him. No, I'll watch those shows.
Yeah. It's and for the most part, like 13 grand. But I did hear that they have started paying fans back.
Yeah, they have started, but I think, and I don't want to like cast aspersions. It seems like they've started paying back people that spoke up.
Yeah, because their hand was forced.
Yeah,
like I feel like now their hand was forced.
My biggest issue with this was, and I'll say it till the cows come home because I said it from the very first start. The thing was never protected from the get-go. It was just done through their website. It wasn't done through a GoFundMe. It wasn't done through something where there's protections, where if something happened and something went wrong, all these people were guaranteed to have their money back. And then also when it happened, like, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't get it. So this is what happened." Like, then if you couldn't get it, then where did the money go? Because if you couldn't get it and it didn't work out, then technically wouldn't you still have that money? And if you still have that money, why can't you just give that back their money? That was my biggest problem with why they didn't use a reputable like charity thing. Like that's like we're doing one soon, and I told you about it before the show.
Yeah.
Like November, we're doing a 10-hour thing. I want to try and set that up so it is protected. So if that money doesn't go to charity, that money will go back to everyone who donated.
100%.
Because I don't want that shit on my conscience.
No, and most people don't. But like the way that, like, even then, like having it go through their website, it's not protected. Like it just.
And then the worst part is, after all that shit still went tits up, you could still donate to that. That website was still live where you could go and donate money.
Of course, but
So,
like even the thing is, like I heard workers weren't getting paid, and I heard that directly from workers that they did shows and they didn't get paid. So it's just, yeah, I think that was the promotion that offered the world, and then just
yeah, the biggest thing was more the hypocrisy of it. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be better than everyone else, and they ended up being worse than most of them, which is sad to see. Because like, it's always good when you start, like the way they started out and the way the whole ethos and everything, like brilliant. But if you're going to do that, make sure you back that up.
Yeah.
And then the thing is too, they also they offered people that were like somewhat vulnerable, made them feel like that they were part of the family. And I feel like that those people got taken advantage of, which I think is probably worse than anything.
Yeah, I think they played on that because
that's what upsets me, because I don't like that shit. I don't like people getting taken advantage of.
But the thing is, well, you look at majority like of wrestling fans, and hell, even like people involved in wrestling, like there's a lot of mental disability that I've seen. It like, and I'm not saying it to be mean, I'm not saying it to be whatever, but I'm saying like you see a lot of people with some form of mental disability that are attending shows and fans and stuff like that. That, and I feel like preying on that.
They're the ones you have to, yeah. See, they're the ones you protect the most.